For what kind of reasons would I need to get my immigration file from the government? Why is my immigration attorney telling me that they need to get my immigration file from the government? In this video, we're going to discuss the reasons that an attorney would need an immigration file that the government has. Hello everybody, this is attorney Jesus Martinez. If you're new here, consider subscribing to see more immigration videos with legal information and tips. So you have an immigration case, the attorney needs your immigration file that the government has on you. Why would that be? Well, let's say you submitted an old petition, but it got lost, or you submitted some sort of immigration petition, but then you moved and you never got a receipt, you never got a confirmation from them, you don't have any copies of your case. The benefit of requesting the immigration file from the government, from USCIS, is that if you submitted a petition to immigration, they should have a copy of that. If they sent you any notice as well, that will be included. So let's say you want to become a citizen, but you lost your green card. You don't have any receipt notice because you moved and things got lost. It happens. If this is your case, I mean, you're not alone. It's happened to numerous people. It shouldn't be a problem if we can get the immigration file. If you want to see more videos like this, please let me know by hitting that like button. So in the immigration file, I mean, there's going to be pretty much all the immigration documents you've ever submitted. The petitions you submitted to become a resident, the petitions you submitted for your immigrant or non-immigrant visa, it's going to be there. If you submitted passport photos, that's also going to be there. If you renewed your work permit, you renewed your green card, that should be there. So like I said, let's say you lost it, you don't have any proof that you are a resident. If you request the file from immigration, and once they give it back to you, you can review the documents. And from that, let's say you need to prove, hey, I'm a resident. You can either get the receipt notice, or you can get a copy of the card, and you can use that for proof if you're trying to become a citizen or for some other immigration petition that you want to submit for somebody else. So that would be a reason for that. Another reason that the immigration file would be needed is, let's say you submitted a petition numerous years ago, you don't remember exactly what you stated, what was filled out. The attorney asks you, did you ever do this? Did you ever do this? And your response is, well, I'm not too sure. And it's an important question to determine whether you can proceed with the next step, whether you can submit a petition for someone else or for yourself. The USCIS file is going to be important to have because we're going to be able to review, okay, I'm very interested in this question because it determines their eligibility. It seems like maybe not this happened. In order to verify and be able to properly advise them, we need to get this file. Once you have it, you can verify whether it applies or it doesn't, whether it negatively impacts you or doesn't. So that's why it's also very important to get. Another reason it could be important is, let's say someone submitted a petition for you many years ago. There were some laws that were beneficial during that time. There's a law, the 245I. To qualify under that, a petition needed to be submitted before 2001. I won't get to the exact dates, but basically before 2001. If you had that petition submitted, even if you entered unlawfully and you're here in the US, you could adjust status here in the US. The benefit of that is nowadays, if you entered without inspection, you entered unlawfully, you don't have any immigration status, in order to become a resident, you need to go back to your country of origin and become a resident there at the interview. This law, however, 245I, it allows you to become a resident here in the US without having to travel back to your country of origin. Because in these types of cases, the dates are really important. If you don't have a receipt notice, if you don't have some sort of proof of a petition that was submitted during that time, the benefit of doing the immigration request, the FOIA request, is that you could verify, okay, we know for sure an immigration petition was submitted, but we're not too sure on the dates. They think it was maybe like in April or May, which are important for this law. If it was in May, they wouldn't be eligible. If it was in April, they would be. So in order to verify whether they qualify or not, we need the file. We don't have any other information about this. to get clarity, we have to request the file. So that would be another reason for, specific dates that might be important to the case, having the actual documents, the receipt notices from immigration to verify would be super important. Another reason why we might want the immigration file is if there's something that might make you deportable, something you said, we want to make sure that the responses that you're going to be putting in this new application to become a citizen or for somebody else is consistent with what you previously stated. So if in the citizenship application they ask you, have you ever been deported, and you tell us, hey, I was, they got me and they sent me back to Mexico, you want to make sure that in the immigration petition that was submitted for you to become a resident, what you're telling me today was also stated on the application or to the officer. If there's inconsistencies, then that might create problems, depending upon what they are. But in order to get clarity, in order to properly advise you with your case, that would be another reason why a request for the immigration file might be needed. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like. If you learned something, please let us know down below in the comments. Thank you and God bless.